Part three. So my phone cut off on me. So I am back. I was talking about the celestial realm and being super lunary, okay, relating to the sky or beyond the moon. All right, celestial, right? How you are positioned in heaven. All right. So let's talk about this. I was talking about worldly wisdom, okay? How God is giving you worldly wisdom and you perceive all things, right? Because you seasoned, you mature, you knowledgeable, right? You know some stuff. You done been around the block, right? So this is why you could teach other people, right? You could teach them how to go from the kingdom of darkness to the kingdom of light. That's why God sent you here on the earth so that you could be a witness for other people, right? But I was talking about Enoch, right? So Enoch means, let me tell y'all what Enoch means. Enoch means dedicated, okay? Trained, disciplined, okay? He was described as walking in the ways of God. And because he walked in the ways of God, he had been taken up by God without even tasting death, right? He was here and there no more, right? So I'm talking about Enoch is said to have founded the righteous city of Zion, where the people were taken off the earth without death because of their piety. Okay, listen, this is deep, y'all. This is like so deep because when I get more into this, right, it says here, but listen, I tell you a mystery, right? We talking about the mysteries of God, the being stewards of the mysteries of God, right? It says we will not all sleep, but we will all be changed in an instant, in the twinkling of an eye at the last trumpet. It said, for the trumpet will sound and the dead will be raised imperishable and we will be changed, right? And it says, and many who sleep in the dust of the earth will awake, some to everlasting life. And then we know that others to shame and everlasting contempt, right? And then also it says, then the wise will shine like the brightness of the heavens, right? The worldly wise. These are the bright ones, right? Remember it talks about the many-eyed ones in the book of Ezekiel, right? Listen. So those who lead many to righteousness will shine like the stars forever and forever and forever. Okay? This is what it says, y'all. So it says when Christ, who is your life, Christ is supposed to be your life. When people see you, they should see Christ. It says when he appeared, then you will also appear with him in glory. You're going to appear with him in glory, right? This is why we go from glory to glory, all right? So then it says here, will transform our bodies, our lowly bodies will be like his, a glorious body, okay? You're going to have a glorious body, all right? So listen, and then it says here, this is so good, y'all. He lived 65 years, okay? Enoch. So because Enoch, he walked with God and then he was seen no more because God had took him. God took him, okay? And so this is what it means when you dedicate it, when you train, you discipline. See, God, he'll take you away from some things and some people, and then he'll hide you even from your enemies, okay? So you could do the work that he has called you to do, so you can receive the transformation it is that you need, so you could avoid tragedy and live a better life, right? So you could break every generational curse and pull down every stronghold and break free from every addiction. So you go from glory to glory, right? In God. And so this is what it means when it says that Enoch, he walked with God and he was not, okay? So he had a glorious body, right? His body was transformed. So this is why God, he had to take Enoch away to demonstrate his divine favor and approval. Okay, this is why God is taking you away from some people, okay, and some things, all right, in your life, because it was God. It was God's plan, just like he did with Enoch. It shows his power over life and death and his ability to go beyond natural laws, okay? So, God has power over life and death, okay? And God, he will intervene on your behalf. He will demonstrate his divine favor and approval of you, right? So listen, because of his relationship with God, he made it part of his everyday life. Okay? He was dedicated. He was initiated to walk with God. And so this is why you just have to walk with God, you and him. This is why. Because you're going through an initiation process, right? You being initiated into the higher realms of God, relating to things that are beyond the moon, things that are celestial, okay? You're going through an initiation process. This is what it's all about when you walk with God. When he transforms your body and you go from glory to glory with him, okay? It's beyond this earthly realm, because God, he says that my kingdom is not of this world. And so a true soldier in Christ, we don't get entangled, okay? We don't get entangled with the cares of this world, the affairs of this world. We don't do that because we got worldly wisdom, right? We well versed in how people behave, right? So we don't get caught up in people's behaviors and the way, other people think. We know how we think. We have the mind of Christ, okay? We're not easily persuaded. We're not influenced by what the world is doing, okay? Because we are walking with God. And when you walk with God, okay, you will be here and there no more, okay? Because God will take you and you will be with God in heavenly places, right? So go back and y'all watch that video that I did, and it talks about seated in the heavenly realms, okay? So make sure that y'all continue to eat at the table of God in this season. Not at the table of Satan, but at the table of God. Make sure you eat at his table, because anything outside of that is of Satan, right? So this is why I teach you to go from the kingdom of darkness to the kingdom of light. So if you're interested in Soul Healing Academy, see what I do. I teach you how to solve your natural problems with spiritual solutions. Not some of your problems, but all of your problems, because I am a veteran, because I have been skilled in life difficulties, okay? I have been through a lot of different situations, and all of the things that I had to go through, it was to prepare me for this right here, to be able to train and recruit under skilled soldiers under me. Okay, this is why it say when we get into talking about, being in the military and a veteran, a person, this is somebody that has a lot of experience. I have a lot of experience, so I'm qualified, I'm proficient, I'm professional, I'm well versed in this thing, okay, called warfare, all right? Even though I have been discharged under circumstances, conditions, I can still train other people. So that's why God sent me to you. This is why I am sent me, okay? Because I'm on a mission, all right? I'm on an assignment. I had to come down here on earth so that I can help train other people, okay? Because remember, he said, remember let me pull this up. He said that, let me tell you what it say, y'all. Because he said, I go. Remember, he said that he go and he prepare a place for thee. Remember, it said that. And then he said, verily I say unto thee, today shall thy be with me in paradise. Okay? So, he was translated that he should not even see death and was not found, because God had translated him. This is why some people, they're going to be looking for you and they won't be able to find you, okay? Because God has translated you. And before his translation, and even before your translation, listen, you had this testimony that you pleased God. You pleased God. This is why he said he shall not see death. He said, in my Father's house. Okay, listen. He said, in my Father's house are many rooms. So think about this house, and it got many rooms. He said, if it were not so, would I have told you that I'm going there to prepare a place for you? Remember, I did the video about the prepared place? Okay, the prepared place. He said, if I go and prepare a place for you, he said, I will come back and welcome you into my presence. Okay, into my presence. Okay, so that you also may be where I am. He wants you to be where he is. This is why he left. He went to go prepare a place for you so that he said, I come back and welcome you into my presence. Okay? This is what God is doing right now. He's welcoming you into his presence, the angel of his presence, right? And so when you get into the angel, okay, of his presence, and you think about the angel of his presence and that whole concept, ideology, and this is where it's just you and him, and you talk face to face with God. Remember, listen, it says, we are confident then and will prefer to be away from the body. See, we don't want to be in this body because we know that when we prefer to be away from this body, okay, then we are at home with God. We're at home with the Lord, okay? He said, I desire to depart and be with Christ, which is far better indeed. I desire to depart from this body, God. And this is the reason why Enoch, he was translated, because he wanted to be home with the Lord. Okay, listen, in the celestial realm, he wanted to be in the heavenly realm, in the, listen, he wanted to be with God. So listen, it says here, he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches, to the one who overcome. See, you got to overcome first, okay? Before you could be at home with the Lord, you got to overcome.